CBC News Network, I'm Rashmi Nair. Our top story this hour. You're looking at video of the fiery raid on Osama Bin Laden's compound. The mission that included U.S. Navy SEALs and CIA operatives lasted 40 minutes. Sources say Bin Laden refused to give himself up and was eventually shot in the head. 3 other men are also believed to have died, along with a woman who officials say was used as a human shield. The operation was so secretive, only a handful of U.S. officials knew it was taking place. The mastermind behind 9/11 was not hiding in a cave in Afghanistan as many believed. Instead, he was found in the military town of Abbottabad. It's located about 60 kilometers north of the Pakistani capital, Islamabad. After this morning's raid, U.S. President Barack Obama said he spoke with Pakistan's president, and the two agreed this is a good and historic day for both nations. But there's speculation Pakistan knew all along that bin Laden was hiding within its borders. Our next guest agrees. Tariq Ali is a British Pakistani author and filmmaker. He joins us now by Skype from London. Mr. Ali, bin Laden was found deep inside Pakistan, so do you think it's possible or even conceivable that Pakistan didn't know he was there?
Well, when you say Pakistan, you mean surely the military and military intelligence and the political leaders of their country. I think it is inconceivable that the Pakistani military high command that is in touch with its intelligence services on a regular basis didn't know that Osama was in a safe house just behind the corner from the Kakul Military Academy, the country's premier military academy, near the small hill town of Abbottabad. It is inconceivable that they didn't know. And in Pakistan, the speculation is who told the US he was there, when, and why. And most people assume that the Pakistani military gave his location away under heavy pressure.
And Obama's top counterterrorism advisor is using the same word, inconceivable, saying that he must have had some sort of support. So what kind of support system would he have had to have had?
Well, protection, essentially. He was in a safe house not far from an important military center. There's no doubt the military intelligence knew where he was. Probably very few people knew, 3 or 4, but certainly they knew, and they protected him. And when enough pressure was put on them and his whereabouts were known, the United States went in and took him out. I don't believe that the information came from anywhere else but a senior intelligence figure. It's just impossible.
So then we're being told this was solely a U.S. operation. Are you surprised by that?
Well, I don't always believe what I hear from the United States, either from its president or from its intelligence agencies. And we will find out when the real story is leaked or comes out somehow or the other over the next months or years.
How do you think the killing of bin Laden will affect his supporters?
In no way, they will not be affected. They will see him as a martyr who's now gone to heaven for all the good deeds he's done. That is how his supporters will see him. And I think the world leaders, you reported earlier, are, overheating the rhetoric. Quite honestly, this guy was not in charge of anything over the last 5 or 6 years. He was in this safe house in Pakistan with very little contact with any group. He's been killed. It's a symbolic event, a killing of an iconic figure, and people go on about it for a bit. But as far as what is going on the ground in Afghanistan or Iraq or Libya is concerned, it will not affect it at all. So this whole notion that the world is a safer place because he's gone is just propaganda and rubbish. It doesn't make any sense at all. The world remains what it is, quite a horrific place at the moment.
Well, it's symbolic and also historic that he was found and killed in Pakistan. So how do you see in the future America and Pakistan's relationship because of this?
Well, one of the WikiLeaks revealed that in private, at any rate, the United States referred to Pakistan's intelligence organization, the ISI, as a terrorist organization. And this amused me because the whole world knows, and certainly the US intelligence knows, that this intelligence agency is not an autonomous body, it is the military intelligence organization. and it carries out work on behalf of the military high command. And its last chief was General Kiani, who is currently the chief of the Pakistan Army and on very good terms with the Pentagon. So if they're saying the ISI is a terrorist organization, they mean the Pakistan Army, in which case, why are they giving it billions of dollars?
Mr. Ali, we appreciate your insight. Thank you for joining us.
Okay.
It's British Pakistani author and filmmaker Tariq Ali in London.